So we have more stuff to talk about. Some last time we did the kind of a Q&A episode, so we have more Q's and more A's, and we also have some of your A's to talk about from the social sphere around the world. So more Q's, more A's.
That's what she said.
So many A's. Actually, I read the Q's last time. I'll have you read the Q's this time.
But how am I supposed to know your notes? Oh, well, just those. Oh, okay, that page. I kind of briefly looked over it before.
Yeah.
Okay, so first question. What's your favorite controller?
That's a good question. And I have a hybrid answer for this because I really like the Xbox controller. I like the form factor of the Xbox controller. But I like the triggers of the PlayStation controller, and I like the microphone, the built-in microphone and speaker from the PlayStation controller. So merge all that together, and that's my favorite controller.
Nah, I just like the Xbox. Mine's pretty... yeah.
But the PlayStation controller, it has a microphone in it. You can talk to your friends while you're playing, and their voice comes out of the controller. So if you don't want to use headphones, you don't have to use headphones. It's just right.
My headphones, though.
It's just right there. It's so convenient. But I like the form factor of the Xbox controller.
Technically, mine's behind your head if you lean. No, this. Yeah, there you go. Wait, no. Move this way still.
Oh,
right,
I was like, what am I looking for? Oh,
no,
yeah.
I just told you to move because mine right
where
there.
Mine are.
Charging.
Yeah, I have the PlayStation headphones too, but...
I have green Xbox ones.
I like the Xbox headset more than the PlayStation headset, though, because of the twisty thing.
You can grab it if you want to.
Because I don't think...
It's just plugged in.
Don't know what that was, but hope I didn't break it.
No.
Yeah. I like the knob
so, like,
on there
actual
better.
Xbox ones. I love this thing because, yeah, you can do your volume for hearing him, or, like, your game volume and be able to turn it on and off with a button. Like, and, of course, I'm one of those... You know, the ones where you
have one
trauma
because
you always have to listen to who's walking through the door.
So yeah, they both have a similar form factor, but I like the features of the Xbox headset more. I think it's more intuitive. Yeah. Cool.
Favorite video game mascot?
Oh, that's tough because growing up, we were a Nintendo household, so I loved Mario, but I always thought Sonic was a much more cool mascot because he was so fast and just kind of edgy. So, I mean, Mario's kind of the token video game mascot, but I think in my household, most of us generally thought Sonic was cooler. Yeah.
I'm just going to go Kirby. I love Kirby.
Kirby is such an underrated and underappreciated mascot.
So I was super excited when the Switch came out with that Kirby game, and I was like, but...
Yeah, there was a lot of good Kirby games. You know, Kirby Air Rider, Kirby's Dream Land. Like, he's got a lot of good ones, but hopefully he'll get some, with the Switch 2 out, hopefully some cooler stuff now. But that Forgotten Worlds, or Lands, or whatever, was really neat.
Yeah. I don't know, for me, I mean... I just think it'd be cool. I mean, who doesn't want to, like, suck up a random rock or something in, like, our mouth and just randomly throw it at somebody and not get in trouble for it? I mean, like, I would love to be able to just, like, spit something at somebody and knock them the fuck out. Like...
I think you can... Well, no, maybe not.
I'm pretty sure it's a crime.
I mean, you could do that with, like, a blow dart.
No, he doesn't use a blow dart. He's... Poof! I mean, could you imagine just going up to somebody and your mouth is just...
Short of that skill, though, I mean... The closest thing you can use is a blow dart, so...
No. Like, just being able to puff up in, like, these big old cheeks and just pop, and not knowing what's in your mouth or what to expect. I mean...
You could probably, like, have a mouthful of gravel and spit it out, but I don't know if it would just go everywhere or how that would work. It'd be like a shotgun with, like, buckshot, but I don't think you'd have enough force to eject. So, I don't know. I mean, you can try it if you want, but... I don't know how it's going to go, but I mean, you could attempt it. Yeah, it'd be fun.
There was way too many innuendos in there.
Yeah, there you go.
Red Dead Online or GTA Online?
That's an interesting question because a lot of people have been clowning on Red Dead Online. Well, not a lot of people, but there's been a lot of people who've been like saying it's a boring game, I guess, because it's all that walking. But I like that about it. Like GTA Online's fun, but like Red Dead Online's even better. Like, I love walking around on a horse doing nothing. I think it's great. It's very relaxing. I don't like when randos come into our camp and are trying to lasso us, but...
Yeah. He's still lost.
Yeah, we eventually got... He kept coming back, but we eventually got him.
Like 5 or 6 times, man. It
took a while to get that guy gone, but...
It took me a little bit to like GTA Online, mostly just because every time I spawned, it seems like somebody was lassoing me and dragging me behind their horse. So I kind of got fed up with it after a bit because I'm like, goddamn, I can't do like anything.
Yeah.
But then trying to make it where it wasn't with as many people made it a little bit more tolerable. But GTA Online, it's really fun because a lot of times a lot of them will just come up and like hit you with the car or try to steal your car, and it just becomes like an all-out battle, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, that's funny.
So I would go with Red Dead Online. I just think it's a more relaxing experience for me. If I want fast-paced city life, like GTA is a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun you can do in there. But I think just for me as an old person, Red Dead Online is so much more chill, I think.
Yeah. I liked the GTA Online, so.
Makes sense.
Here's an interesting one. Have you ever had a crush on a video game character?
Oh, that's a tough one. You can go ahead. I have to think about it.
Yes. So are we going male or female or just both, just in general?
Either way is fine.
Okay, so female, Lara Croft. The old Lara Croft.
Blocky boobs.
Yeah. I don't know, she was fine. But like, male, Final Fantasy. Can you guess which one?
Sephiroth?
Yeah.
That was my guess. Man, that's a tough one.
Or Inuyasha was always pretty fine too.
I think a lot of us had a crush on Claire from Resident Evil. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
That was pretty common. So I'd probably go with, I guess, Claire from Resident Evil. Because, yeah, Tomb Raider would be an easy one. Everybody would say that because she was already half naked. So I'm going to go with the zombie-killing Claire instead.
Yeah, I'm still going to go with fine silver hair Sephiroth. Has a video game ever genuinely scared or creeped you out?
I remember when we were younger... When me and the boys got Resident Evil, like the original one before the remaster, we were over at Gary's house and we were playing it in his living room, and we had like all the lights out and stuff, and we were teenagers then, but I remember there were some parts, and it looks terrible now, but there were some parts that genuinely were kind of creepy with like jumpy stuff and all that. So like the original Resident Evil looks terrible now, but back then it was pretty creepy. Yours is gonna be Ark.
Yeah.
Because dinosaurs.
Yeah. I was trying to think of like old games, but then I couldn't really think of anything like before.
Those Fatal Frame games are pretty creepy. I don't know if you ever played those, where you have to like see ghosts and stuff. Like those are pretty creepy.
No, never played those.
Yeah, but yeah, probably like Resident Evil, I think, was probably about the creepiest.
Who is your favorite villain from a video game and why?
I mean, probably to go back to Final Fantasy VII, Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Because he was so cool. Like, he was a bad guy that you were like, man, this is a really cool bad guy. Because he was like emo, and all the CGI shots had him making cool twists and faces, and his summon was, the supernova summon was really cool. Like, he was a bad guy that, and he had mommy issues, so I mean, he was a bad guy he was a bad guy you kind of cheered for, I guess. I don't know. I thought he was the coolest one.
So I would also say to Kingdom Hearts Axel. Anyone that plays the game knows, like, I don't know, he was, like, he really hated Sora and all them, but yet, like, he really wasn't that bad of a villain, like, once you kind of got to know his character a little bit.
I didn't play any of the Kingdom Hearts just because they seem kind of kiddie with all, like, the Disney characters.
No, it was so cute. Like, I don't know, I just thought it was adorable.
Yeah, I didn't generally mess with any of those. I know they were super popular. Like, everybody played them when they came out, but I didn't mess with any. They look cool, though, but
I still like them.
I didn't know about squatting up with, like, Final Fantasy characters and, like, Goofy.
The Lion King, and you get to play in, like, Little Mermaid and, like, Nightmare Before Christmas and all this stuff. Like, I mean, come on, who doesn't want to go and play in all these realms?
I just never did it. It wasn't for me. But now that you have Steam, you can play them, so...
I had it on the PlayStation. We could play.
Mm-hmm. But you don't like the controller.
I don't know.
So, I don't know what to tell you there. You're out of luck.
What's more important, graphics or story?
Story, easily. There are so many old games that I would rather play over, like, anything new nowadays. Because a lot of times there's too much focus on graphics that it comes at the expense of focusing on gameplay. So, story, easily, for me.
What was it? The Final Fantasy... 10? Was it that one that came out and it was like hella graphic and like super realistic?
It was, yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure it was 10. But the story I didn't feel like was as great. The graphics were incredible, but way better than they had ever been, but I just couldn't get into it as much.
I feel like after Final Fantasy IX, the stories just weren't as good for me, but I'm old, but they just weren't as... Now, Final Fantasy X was beautiful, though. I love the beach scenes. Like, 2000-era video game beach scenes were great, but yeah, it often comes at the expense of story. One exception, I guess, would be also Red Dead, though, because Red Dead's beautiful, but there's a pretty good story with it as well.
Do you get caught up in side quests?
No, I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you do. I don't. I'm very mission oriented, so a lot of times and that comes at an expense with like RPGs because I won't level up as fast as I should. So I'll be going straight. I want to do the mission and catch up with the story, and you're off like finding treasure chests like 100 meters away. I mean,
I'll be like, oh, let's go talk to this person. Oh, they have a quest. That's why I can never finish anything, because I swear I'm in like 10 billion side quests, because I'm like, hey, I'm gonna come over here and explore, because obviously if you like in a cave, and it's telling you, hey, you gotta go this direction, but you have a cavern over here, you can't expect me not to come over here first and check out this cavern first before falling down the path. I mean, don't put it there if you don't want me to explore it.
Any character you play automatically has ADHD.
Yes.
Yeah, very much so. It's like, let's go spin on stuff. Let's go find random chests. What's this guy over here want? And then I'm like, hey, it says we're waiting to finish this quest. Like, come on, let's go.
And I'm over here just like walking along, and I'm like, hey, shiny thing. Hey, look at this flower. I'm going to pick this. I wonder what this does. Hey, I found a bug. Hey, look at this treasure chest. Hey, I found a random house.
Nope. And that's why we can never finish our games.
You can. I get my time in, because if you're going to put it in the game, I'm going to find it, okay? Yeah. I'm one of those that it's like, rare achievements, and I'm like, ha-ha, and he's over there just like, oh, I didn't get that. Yeah, maybe you should actually check out everything and pay a little more attention. So I'm a little bit more slower going through it, because I'm looking at everything.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Especially in the very beginning of games, because I notice a lot of games will hide, like, Fallout. When you first start, there's, I can't remember which one now, because tired and can't remember, but like there's a bobblehead, but if you're not paying attention, you walk right past it, so you're missing out on all the good stuff.
She finds the eternal bobbleheads in Fallout. I have maybe like 2 or 3, and she's got like 11. So
yeah, every time we'll be walking along, and all of a sudden I'll be like, wait, stop, have my headphone on, and I'm like, I hear it. And he's like, hear what? And I'm like, I hear the bobblehead.
That's what helps with the headphones, because I can't hear that on the TV, but if you have the headphone in, then you can pick up that beep, beep, beep. Yeah.
No, it's like a springy noise. It's like you can hear it springing, and then I'm like, where is it?
Oh, and the beeping is the guy with the backpack. Yeah.
No, the bobbleheads is like if you're like,
yeah,
kind of thing, and then I'm like, I can hear it, and then you have to keep going around and wait for it to, get louder and louder, and then I'm always like, I found it, and you're like, can we just go? And I'm like, no, I found the bobblehead.
Yeah, we've got things to do. Like, we got a quest to accomplish. Like, come on, lady.
No. I get sidetracked on, like, everything.
Yeah.
And that happens in life, too. Like, I can't do anything.
Basically,
just keep it straight. What 2 video games would create a great game if joined together?
Let's see. Mario Kart and Grand Theft Auto. So, like, you're playing Mario Kart, and you can get off your cart and shoot, like, rockets at the people as they drive by. So, like,
you can already shoot kind of rockets.
No, but like an open world Mario Kart.
Oh.
Now that would be pretty cool. And you could like modify your cart and stuff like. Well, you can probably do that in Mario Kart. I haven't played all of them, but that's probably a feature somewhere. But oh yeah, you can, because in the Switch one you can change the parachute and all that stuff. But like being able to modify it more, or like build one from scratch, and just being able to get off your cart and like walk into the, because that's what you would be doing. Because I'd be racing around, and you would be going in like the castle, and the race would be over, and you'd be like gone. So maybe it's not the best idea, but
okay, so I could see it, but like your character can get out and try to steal other people's cars, or going kind of like Grand Theft Auto, because I love to go and sit there and put like the mines, like the grenade things on the cars, so when they start going they go boom.
Yeah.
So but like do that with like Mario Kart characters, I mean, who wouldn't love like a little Bowser or Peach going up to your car and just kabooming it? I mean, like I could kind of see it.
Yeah, it'd be great. So yeah, I think I could go for that. Open world Mario Kart crossed with Grand Theft Auto. Not too gangstery. You'd have to keep it kind of cute and stuff, because it'd be weird the other way. But I think there's a lot of potential there, because the Mushroom Kingdom is massive. So that would be kind of cool. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Mario leading like a prison gang, but I don't think it would fit with his story very well.
No, that'd be more of a Luigi, I feel like.
Because he's the outcast and nobody ever wants anything to do with him. He'd be so mad of his years of being neglected that he'd form a rival biker gang to take down Mario.
Or badass. Like, what is it, Yoshi?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yoshi all, like, tattooed up with his gang, gang symbols and, like, a little teardrop on him. He'd just be so cute. So now I want a tattooed up Yoshi.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, so combine some games.
I was trying to think about it while you were talking. I would say, something that I think would be kind of funny, mostly just because it's me. I would say doing a Fallout, but make it kind of like a battle royale, mostly just because I want to go be a Deathclaw and go smack the shit out of some people.
That would be cool. Yeah, where you could actually play as the
Deathclaw, or like the Feral Ghouls. You're all irradiated and just glowing. I mean, who doesn't want to be a giant freaking glowing light bulb? You
could make that a mode in Fallout, kind of like those serial killer games where one person's the serial killer and everybody has to escape from them. But like have a mode where one person's the Deathclaw and everyone has to escape the Deathclaw.
So like a Fallout Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
Just because I want to be a giant Deathclaw.
Or what's the thing that flies? The Scorch Beast.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to be a Scorch Beast and like go after people. I would pay for that mode.
I just want to be a Deathclaw and just walk around and just be like, oh, bam, I got claws, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be awesome.
Skewer you right through the stomach. And just...
I dig it.
What game would work best turn into a movie or TV series?
Oh, they've done so many now. It's hard to think about. So they already did Fallout. And Fallout was great. Oh, that's a tough one. I didn't think about these before I printed this out. I probably should have. They've done Mario like a million times with like TV shows and movies and stuff like that. They already did a live action Pokemon. I was just like, maybe Pokemon? No, that's already been done. I think a Resident Evil TV series could be good. Because, like, the movies were hit and miss, but I think a TV series... I would start with Resident Evil 2, because you could have it in Raccoon City, because there's a lot you could do there. But, like, a Resident Evil TV series, I think, would be really cool. Or each season could focus on one of the games. I think that would be really neat.
So that's a tough one. I would say probably, like, a Kingdom Hearts one, because I think it would be kind of cool, because you'd be like, okay, what episode are we going to now? And... all the different things, because you could do a lot in the realms, like have your character follow along with like kind of the movies, which I know they'll probably never do because of copyright stuff.
No, just just do it on Disney, because then Disney has the rights to everything. Then you can do whatever you want.
I just think it'd be kind of interesting because you could combine so much stuff together in one series. I like a lot of episodes, and I like a lot of suspense, and I like the drama, and I like just So, like, it was kind of, Once Upon a Time. You know how they kind of had the different...
Disney characters.
Yeah. And kind of everywhere where they would go back and forth between the realms kind of thing. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I just got done watching The Sandman, and I really liked the difference between going from, like, the real world to dream world to deliriums and all these other spots. Like, I like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to be engaged in it, and I feel like there'd be a lot of engagement if that was into a TV series.
Yeah.
Not a movie, but a TV series. Mostly just because a lot of stuff on TV kind of sucks. Like, I don't want to watch, like, this Love Island and all this girly drama shit. Like, that's his thing. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to watch horror. I want to watch funny, and I would rather in it for the long haul kind of stuff. Like, it's why I watch Supernatural over and over and over and over and over again, and Vampire Diaries and Legacies and all these over and over, because the story is engaging and there's a lot of episodes.
Yeah. The TV shows now don't have near as many episodes as they used to. It costs more to make TV shows now, so that's why you're getting these like 8 and 10 episode seasons versus
or
like
6.
The 22.
I hate the ones that are like only 6 episodes, because I'm like, you know what, honestly, I'm probably not even going to watch you.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get into it, and then it's going to be over. Yep. And then it's kind of worth, like, it's not worth me. I mean, I'm sure other people feel differently, which is fine. But, like, I don't want to be invested in a storyline that's going to be over in, like, a few episodes in like a couple hours and be gone.
Or if it's a streaming show, it's good to wait until it's over and see if it's been renewed, because it sucks getting interested in a show and then it ends on a cliffhanger and then you don't know what happens.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point? Why would I watch this?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they had a great thing going with Invader Zim back in the day, and then they did that one Santa Claus episode, and everybody got all butthurt about it, and next thing you know, no more Invader Zim.
Was it a movie? Whatever Netflix just came out with wasn't bad. Or was it Netflix? I don't know. The return they just did was decent, but yeah. They didn't do much else with it after that.
No. Because everybody got butthurt about the whole Santa thing, and you know what? It was awesome. Stealth or guns blazing in a game?
I like just running in and shooting. Example, we were playing that game. Oh, what was it? The World War II game. It's the one on the Xbox that I
Sniper. Was it Sniper or were we doing Battlefield?
Sniper Elite, I think or something like
Elite.
that. But anyways, there were one mission we were going around and we were sneaking around and shooting Nazis and stuff, and I remember I snuck up and I started shooting people, and then the whole stealth thing was over and screwed up. So guns blazing, but often at a cost.
I like to do the stealth. Maybe I guess because I grew up I really like playing Skyrim, and I like coming up and trying to see if you can pickpocket. So for me, it's more fun and challenging, and really makes you think, strategically to go and. Who do I take out first? Which way do I go around? Can I hide in this bush and get to them? Or, where is it? Far Cry. Yeah. Where you can hide in the bushes and you got the stone that you can throw to kind of distract them to get you to come kind of closer. And I think that's kind of interesting. Or being able to whistle and get them close, and they're like, and you just come up and... Assassin's Creed did a lot of the same ones too. You can come up kind of behind them or drop on top of them and stealth kill. I like that. Maybe just because I'm little and I think it's more fun to,
I'm gonna go back to my TV show answer and say I think Assassin's Creed would make a cool TV show, because you can go in and out of the thing and what's going on in the real world, and then each season could be a different time period. I think would be cool.
This one's gonna be more for you. Favorite sports game?
Oh man, where do I start? Okay, because I know you're not gonna have an answer for this if you don't play these. So I'd probably say I like the Tiger Woods series. I play those a lot. Those are a lot of fun. Also like the NHL series, and then for sports entertainment, the WWE 2K series is okay, but I like the retro ones a lot, like WWF No Mercy, WCW NWO Revenge. So wrestling games are a lot of fun. But as far as other sports, probably golf, Tiger Woods, PGA, EA Tour, and then the NHL hockey series. I really like those. Trying to think of what else is out there that's fun.
Sports.
The new so boring. The new college football was fun. The MLB modern games are okay, but I like the older ones. And then for just general sports games, any of the SNK ones from back in the day, like the Neo Geo era, golf. Stuff like that.
I don't do sports games. I mean, I guess I've done some of the, the wrestling games. I've got a bunch of old ones, but
they're great. The old ones are fun.
Yeah.
The new ones are too much into that sim territory where they're too much of a simulation. They don't have as much of the fun factors like the older ones had. So the new ones are cool. They look great, and it's cool to play with the modern characters. But fun-wise, you can't beat the old ones. Just period. You can't be done.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'll play the new one if they have Machine Gun Kelly or Jelly Roll in there. I think that'd be funny as hell.
I know Machine Gun Kelly was in 24 or 25. Jelly Roll will probably be in 26 because he's in active storylines on SmackDown right now. So he'll probably be in 26. But I want
Big Jelly Roll.
No, it's mod. It'll be the one that's on there now. So it'll be the skinny guy probably.
Yeah, I know, but oh, he was just a big old cuddly teddy bear. I think he would have been really cool to do.
Yeah. I think the last time he was in WWE, I think at one point he did the music for a show, I don't know, a year or two ago, when he was bigger. And I think he was in a brief storyline, but they didn't have him in the game then. So if they have him now, it'll be based on what he's doing right now. It'll be skinny guy.
Or if they did a Post Malone, so you could just one of your finishing moves is his...
I think he's... Oh. I'm pretty sure he's been in the mix. I know they've used his music before. I don't know if he's had any in-ring stories that I can remember, but I know they've used his music, so I don't know. But yeah, I play a lot of sports games, usually when she's gone, because she's not into sports games, so yeah.
Not really into sports in general.
Yep.
It's just not my thing. Last question. Greatest console of all times?
God, that's a tough one. Because what do you base that on? Like the game library, or how much fun it was, or where your memories were with it?
Okay, so we'll just say maybe memories. Maybe, I don't know. For me, I loved the original Xbox. That thing lasted forever. You could sit there and hit it and smack it and whatever else, and that thing was golden. Like, that thing never shut down. Like, I think we still have one somewhere, and it still works. Like, that thing was a beast.
I wasn't playing Xbox back then, so I don't know about what games were on it. I don't know if it was that fun or not. I just remember people making fun of the controller because it was like this big.
It wasn't that big.
The Duke or whatever they called it, like it was huge. Something like that. I don't know. I'd probably go with the PS1. I think the PlayStation 1 had a good mix of, sports game, entertainment games, racing games, Gran Turismo and all that, RPGs with the Final Fantasy series and all the JRPGs. I think the PS1, all-encompassing, had probably the most solid library out of any console. But if I had to go with, like, most fun, it'd probably be the 64, because I loved every game I played on it and had so much fun with it. But overall, probably the PS1.
I was still going to say original Xbox.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever messed around with one of those. I think the first one I played on was probably one of the 360s that like the kids have. Other than that, I don't think I messed with the original one much. It'd be good to have one though, because there's a lot of old Xbox games that are pretty cool that are not backwards compatible. So you can't play them anymore. Like there's some old Harry Potter games and stuff, and like some old Simpsons games and stuff like that I think you have to have an original one for. So.
Oh, Simpsons Hit and Run.
I know.
I remember that, I think, from the 360.
The date that we're doing this is March 31st, so tomorrow is April Fool's Day. So if any of those developers make a joke about a remaster of Simpsons Hit and Run, like, I want to be so mad. GTA with the Simpsons, I mean, like, how could you go wrong? So for the community and all our... So for the community and all our people, we've been we have a lot of comments and stuff from last videos and stuff that I wanted to share that I thought were pretty cool, kind of on some of the questions we had from the last Q&A. So the one about game that you put in the most hours on, some of the responses that we heard were Chrono Trigger, Dead by Daylight, Destiny 1 and 2, Guitar Hero 3, Harvest Moon, Hitman 3, the Pokemon series, Pro Evolution Soccer, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Skyrim.
Yeah, I did a lot on Skyrim.
Out of this, probably, Guitar Hero, we put in a lot of time on that one, because after me and Terrence got off work, like, every night we were playing Guitar Hero, like, all three of them. It was a great game, but Chrono Trigger, yeah, I can definitely see that one. Skyrim I didn't mess around with much, but yeah, I heard it's a big world, so...
Yeah, I did a lot there. And I can see the Dead by Daylight, even though it's not like a super big game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still fun to do over and over again, like, trying to escape, or especially if you could be the killer, trying to go around and, like,
Yeah, I don't think I played that one.
I like Dead by Daylight, though.
Yeah, I didn't mess with that one.
I haven't played it in a while. I think it's still on my Xbox, but I haven't been playing on my Steam more.
Steam, yeah.
Yeah, lately. Okay, I'm just not thrilled by how they keep bringing up, like, the Xbox, like the Game Pass kind of prices.
Well, supposedly the new CEO says they're going to bring the price down. I don't know if she's a CEO, whatever, the new lady in charge, the new boss. She said supposedly they're going to bring down, I think she's a CEO, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, she said supposedly the Game Pass price is supposed to come down and there's going to have more entry-level stuff, so...
Yeah, because for me to be able to do on my PC and on the Xbox paying $30 a month, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
I know that Star Sand Island that recently came out was on the Xbox and it was on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
So technically I got it for free first on Game Pass. So I started playing it on there. It was, and then I realized that now, like, they want you to pay $30 a month in order to pay for the game, and I don't want to pay $30 a month to play, that game, and I haven't been playing on my Xbox as much as, I knew, but I tend to bring my little console thing with me when I go to work, so if it's kind of late at night, like 2, 3 a.m., and everybody's sleeping, and my patients aren't really doing much, it kind of helps kill the time, so that, I do have some Xbox games on there.
Mm-hmm.
I just been kind of playing the Steam ones, because it's just kind of a little easier
And it's the indie games. All those indie games are so cool. There's so many of them, and the games on there are so much cheaper. Like you can play more games at a lower price with Steam. Like this thing has already paid for itself just in the amount of money you're saving in playing Steam games.
Well, I got kind of annoyed with the price going up, so I was like, I don't want to pay $30 a month basically just to pay this one game that I'm playing right now. You know, kind of checking out. So I ended up just paying $30 to have it on Steam because then I don't have to pay $30 every month for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to completely restart, which I was kind of annoyed about.
Sucks.
But you know what? It's fine because I'm almost caught up to where I was because I just recently kind of started doing it. But I really wanted to play this game because it looked really, really cute. I just don't want to keep paying $30 a month to be able to play either on my console or on that thing.
It sucks that it doesn't have the cross progression because I know when I installed Palia on the Steam device, it's brought over all my progress from Xbox.
Yeah.
So that helped out a lot because you don't want to lose like 100, 200 hours you put into a game and then have to start all over again, especially with the ones where you're like building stuff. Because then maybe you had a perfect map or like a perfect island and then you have to start all over again, and that sucks.
Yeah.
This one, the first game people recalled playing, a lot of these I remember. Some of these you're not going to remember. Banjo-Kazooie.
Love Banjo.
Echo the Dolphin.
Never heard that.
That's a Sega game. Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. Gex on the PS1. That was a fun one. Ghostbusters on the Atari. Mappy, I think was Atari. Mario Duck Hunt. Pong. Sequest. I think Sequest was Atari. I can't remember. Sonic the Hedgehog. Tanks. I think Tanks was Atari. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I don't remember that one. War Gods. War Gods was fun. That was a fighting game on the N64. I love that game. And a lot of people said Zelda, just a ton of different Zelda games.
Yeah.
Because there's a Zelda on every console, I think that's a lot like Mario. Because a lot of people can say my first game was Mario because there's a Mario on every Nintendo console. So yeah. Favorite game franchise. Some good ones here. Assassin's Creed.
Love it.
Borderlands.
Love it.
Castlevania.
Love it.
Dragon Quest. Awesome.
Haven't played it.
Halo.
Nope.
GTA.
Yep.
Mega Man and Metroid. I played a lot of those too on my Nintendo. Yeah, those are like old Nintendo games. Super Nintendo. I haven't really played any of the new Metroid games, but I like the older ones. Mega Man, I don't know if they've made a new Mega Man. I mean, the last one I remember is like the one on PlayStation. I'm sure there's more out there. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, some good ones there. I've only played like one Borderlands game, so I don't know about the rest of them. Yeah, it's got a cool look.
You only kind of played it because you wanted to watch
the TV show.
The TV show.
Or the movie. Movie, yeah. It gave me a good idea of who the characters were.
Somewhat.
Most anticipated game of 2026. The audience widely agreed on Fable.
Yes. I'm still going to say, though, one of my favorite things that I loved about the old Fable is your decision making, whether good or bad, and how it alters your character to even like have the halo and like wings, or you look really bad. You know, I'm very disappointed that they're not bringing that back because that's a classic Fable thing.
And no co-op. You can kick the chicken still though, so I mean.
Yeah.
Next was a tie between Resident Evil 9, which is already released, and Wolverine on the PS5. That was my pick. Crimson Desert, which is already released. Haven't messed with it. And then there was a tie for the rest of these. 007 First Light, the new Bond game. Very excited for that. Dragon Quest, I think 7, which is already out. Fatal Frame 2, which I think is already out. Forza Horizon 6, really cool racing game. Gears of War E-Day. Hell Let Loose Vietnam. Lego Batman, really excited for that. Mariachi Legends, which actually looks pretty cool. Phantom Blade, Pragmatic, State of Decay, and Subnautica. So not a lot of those I'm super familiar with, or I just don't really play some of those. So, but yeah, that 007 First Light is a new Bond game, and it looks really good. Like I'm super excited about it. Yeah, and I think if I remember right, the guy that played Dexter in Dexter Origins, was it Origins or First? The one where he was a young Dexter. He's the one, I think, from what I remember, they modeled the new Bond after in the new Bond game. So that's going to be cool.
Why don't we have a Dexter game where you can go around and kind of...
I think there was a mobile game.
No, I want a console game where you can go around and you could be Dexter and you're going after these bad guys and doing all that kind of stuff.
It'd make a perfect game.
That you could do. And so I guess that's a game that I think would be cool to do because, you know... Maybe just because people aren't really into the whole... They're into horror, but they're not really into gore and murder. It's kind of, you notice, like, things have kind of been turning away from that one. You're fighting, like, paranormal ghosts and all kinds of stuff, so...
I don't know, because they just made, like, a ton of new seasons of Dexter, and it keeps coming back, and that You show on Netflix, they made a bunch with it, so, I mean, I don't know, maybe people are getting more into it. I don't know. Dexter game would be awesome,
But
though.
it's different from watching it and playing it, because you're actually doing it.
I wouldn't want to do the part where you have to cut the body up at the end and dispose of it, but, like, I'd be fine hunting it down and, like, finishing it off as, like, a bad dude, because you do that in every game. In Fallout, you're shooting bad guys, so...
No, see, I think it'd be kind of fun where you have to try to hide the body and, you know, not get caught.
Dump it in the ocean. Take his boat out and dump it in the ocean. Be easy.
No, you need to be creative with it.
As we saw, when he tried to be creative with it, he often almost got caught.
Okay, well, he should have done it for, like, gators and all that other stuff. Like, no, like...
Yeah, gators were not the way.
I sound like a serial killer in these, don't I?
Yeah. So, game with the most memories. Some of these I think you'll recognize. Borderlands.
Yeah.
Conquer.
Yeah.
A comment. IB CeeLo said, she's the GOAT for knowing Conquer.
Love Conquer.
Iggy's Wrecking Balls. Jackson Dexter. Mario. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I played that a lot. Perfect Dark on the 64. Awesome game. Resident Evil's Director's Cut. That one was a lot of fun too. So, some pretty good options there. Favorite game of all time. We had a few comments on this one. I like this comment. Monkey Prime mentioned that he doesn't believe most people actually love Earthbound, but believes it when I say it. So I don't know if that means I look like an old nerd, but yeah. So some random favorite games of all time that some people commented. BioShock.
Yeah, I love BioShock. I actually was just talking about that one this morning.
Yeah. Chrono Trigger. Loved it. Contra 3. Awesome. Cyberpunk I haven't played.
I've wanted to. I've seen it a lot. I just haven't done it yet.
Diablo 2 was great. Following up on Diablo 1, which is amazing, but Diablo 2 is probably the best one in the series. Doom 2, Fallout 3, Kirby 64, Spyro. Did you ever play Spyro the Little Dragon?
I love Spyro.
Okay.
So it also makes me think of when they did... Oh, for the love of me, I cannot remember the name of this damn game that I got. Because I really wanted it. I was playing it with my son when he was a little bit younger, and I have all those little figurines for...
Oh. I don't know. I know what the thing is, though, because it's in the other room.
It'll come, but yeah. I have a legit bag that's...
And the little pad.
Yeah, and it's Skyrim. I got, like, some Skyrim ones.
Yeah.
Or not, yeah.
Spyro?
Or Spyro. I mean,
yeah.
my bad. Welcome to being dyslexic. Spyro. I love that stuff. Like, it was super cute. Now they're just kind of sitting in a bag gathering dust because none of my kids want to play it. But I can't get rid of the figurines because I really like
cool.
them. And yeah, maybe that's what I'll put on the shelf behind us is all my little figurine people.
You could. Just line them up right there.
I might need more room.
You'll be happy about this one. PlayStation or Xbox? Xbox won in the informal survey with 75% of people commenting. But I think... a lot of it is because Xbox people seem to be more online than PlayStation people do. Because I see people talking about Xbox way more than, like, PlayStation people. But, I don't know. I could be wrong on that.
Because we just the OGs and the best of the best, baby!
Well, one of the comments, this DB guy said Xbox fans love Xbox more than Microsoft does, which is true. Because Microsoft has chronically fumbled the Xbox. But... this one I agree with, because this is kind of how I feel. This Chance says, both are good in their own way. I play on both. I like the Xbox controller over the PlayStation controller, though. Which makes sense, because the Xbox controller has more of a form fit to it. Just needs a microphone. But I don't know. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, like, it was just a very informal survey with just a few dozen people voting. But I think, I don't know. And we didn't add in the Switch. Switch people were chronically online as well, so I bet Switch people would outvote both of them probably, so I don't know. It would be interesting to see.
I've played on the Switch. I can't... I mean, I like it. I like the portability of it, I think, really. And not some... I mean, I enjoy some of the games. I mean, I liked Animal Crossing on there. I guess I haven't really gotten... And I have the Kirby on there.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really played too much on there, I guess. I don't know, because ever since that one came out with the portability...
It's a better handheld.
I like that one a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, that goes with me everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, every single day. that thing is with me.
Yeah, it's a way better handheld, I think. Because with Nintendo, you're just locked into Nintendo stuff, but with this, it's PC, Steam, and Xbox.
And the fact that, like, if I had the kids, they can sit there and watch something on it if they want to.
Oh, because you also have streaming and internet and all that. And Windows.
So it's great for all of them, so the kids can play some of their games on it if they want. I can. Like, it's a universal thing. And honestly, when we go, like, camping this summer, since we have that Starlight or Starlink, and we got one of the little dish. Yeah, that thing will probably come with me too, because you can, most of the time I just bring, like, an old
the mini DVD player.
Yeah, but you can kind of, like, it's small, just enough to tiny little screen kind of thing, just for kind of noise. But if we just kind of set it between us, we can kind of see, just for entertainment at night if we really need, because he cannot sleep without noise.
Well, also, there's a USB slot in there, so I have a USB drive that's got a ton of old cartoons on it. You can just plug it in there, and it's Windows, so it'll play videos off of it.
No, what I need to do is, I bet I can do it too, because I got that new projector. Plug that in and play it through the projector. I think that would be cool if I can. I don't know if I can, but now I want to kind of try to see if I can, because that would be really cool. Because imagine sitting there trying to, like, play the game or watch something on, like, this projector.
You could, because that dock has an HDMI output.
Yeah, I've got one on there for, like, on mine that I can have, like, the HDMI kind of thing, and I have, like, my keyboard and everything that goes into my little port thing.
So you could plug that into the projector and project that on the wall of the tent. So, like, at night when we're done for the day or whatever, you can sit there and play Conquer on the divider in our tent, or just hang, like, a big white sheet up.
It would work with a divider sheet.
Yeah.
I was just in this thing, and you could just sit there and watch, like, Harry Potter on it, or whatever.
Yeah. Or Evil Dead or The Nun. Perfect camping movies when you're.
No, see, if you're going to be camping, you need to watch, like, Jason or whatever, these other ones, you got to watch the serial killer in the woods kind of stuff.
Evil Dead. Because it's in the woods.
Yeah, but we've watched those so many times.
There's no such thing as too many times to watch Evil Dead. So, popular game people don't get. First one was Fortnite. A lot of people said they don't get the hype with Fortnite.
No.
Tied after that, Minecraft, Pokemon, and Red Dead 2. What is wrong with you people? And then tied after that, Ark Raiders, Baldur's Gate, GTA, Marvel Rivals, Roblox, Terraria, and turn-based RPGs. So,
yeah,
I'm surprised Roblox was so low, but I don't know. So Fortnite, yeah, it does have a lot of hype around it, but yeah. So on the dinosaur topic, from TikTok, Tobix Nara says, "How can you hate dinosaurs? They're so cool." And then, if Anakin had tits, says, "As someone who was scared, expletive less, of Jurassic Park growing up, I get it."
Yeah, see?
And then Noble Dark says, "Dinosaurs are real, they're just dead. So you're fine. They're dead. You can watch it and they're not real. They're dead. There's no dinosaurs." It's like watching a Friday the 13th movie. He's not real. So, he's not going to get you.
Serial killers are real, okay? People chasing you in the woods is real kind of thing, So, and technically, yes, those dinosaurs may be dead, but technically, they're bringing them back.
I mean, dinosaurs evolved into birds. So that'd be like saying you're scared of, like, a pigeon.
And, like, gators and stuff. I mean, I like birds. I had a bird.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I think it's the fact that, like... And it's not all dinosaurs. Like, I like some of them.
Yeah.
Like, the ones that eat plants. And, like the second names on these. The Brontos, whatever. The big long necks.
That would be the Brachiosaurus. The Brachiosaurus is the short body with the long neck, and then the Brontosaurus is the longer one.
Yeah, I like the long neck ones, and the one with, like, the Triceratops.
Triceratops,
I like those. Like, the cute little ones are fine. I liked Land Before Time.
Yeah.
When that was called.
That was awesome.
I loved those. Like, those were... See, I think that's why I like those kind of dinosaurs, is because they were in those. They're the cute little ones.
Yeah.
And then you get these big ass scary Megatrons and the fucking, like...
Megatron is from Transformers.
Whatever. The Mega... T-Rex and, like, the Mega... The
Megalodon?
No.
I think that's the water one.
No, there's one else that... Maybe it's just because of Ark. Like, they have, like, the Giga and the Mega and, like, all those other ones. Like, I can't, I
don't know if those are real.
I don't know, but they're still in the game and they're still terrifying. I don't like the big, with the big chompy teeth and the fact that they're so big and I can't outrun them and they would just come hunt me down. I get they got little arms, but they got big ass mouth and their feet is like, they take one step and could, crush me and, like, chase after. And I don't know, I've had a recurring nightmare ever since I was little. Oh, freaking T-Rex chasing me down. I can never escape. I either get eaten or I plummet to my death. So, kind of traumatizing. I don't like T-Rex.
So, the worst change to modern gaming, there were a lot of comments on this one. One said, Xavier from Instagram, the worst change is the lack of optimization. Games these days are a gamble whether they will work day one or not. Which is true because we started playing one last night that we got stuck on. So
I waited forever for this one, and I'm not going to diss the game because I played it the demo, also on Steam, for the animal kind. Yeah. And because it was cute because, we have a corgi. And I was like, oh, look how cute. It's like our little Maggie in like a mech suit. Like, super adorable. So that's why I was like, I really want to try it. The demo, the first one that came out with, was great. I struggled a little bit with the second one just because, like, I already had the first version, so then I had to switch between the two versions, and it was just kind of a pain, whatever. But, I mean, I get it. They switched it up. So, when it came out for that early release, you bet your butt, I was counting down, like, okay, in 11 hours. I even sent him a text while I was at work, like, 11 hours before this game is released. Like, super ready. The moment it came out, I bought it, and bought it for him. And started playing it a little bit and get a couple hours in, and I can't cut down certain trees. The buildings are not populating, because before, in the other demo, I had, like, the town hall, and I had to build some houses for Sam the squirrel, and Rosie, and Barney the owl. Like, I had a little community thing kind of going, and I am kind of stuck right now, and I'm waiting for them to pop out, like, an update, because I can't do any of that. So I'm stuck at this mission that's like, hey, you need to cut down the birchwood trees, and I can't. Yeah. Even though I have the sturdy axe and all that other stuff, so I can't do that. And then it's like, oh, well, show Barney where the town hall is. But there's no buildings. So I was a little upset by the fact that, like, and I agree with that. I spent $20 on a game that I've been looking for, and I can't even play through it right now until there's an update.
But to this company's credit, I reached out to them on Twitter and they responded within like a few hours and said they were aware of it and working on it. So they know, and hopefully it'll be fixed soon.
Yeah, so I'm not dissing on the game because the game is super cute. I loved the demo. And I figured there was probably going to be some. It just sucks that, like, the main story part I cannot do because I'm literally now stuck and can't do anything. So when I buy a game, I want to play the game, which is fine. I'm not, like, again, I know new games, but I also agree with that. I remember before you could just go and you buy a game and you could just play the game. Yeah. And not a lot of issues. And now it's like you buy a game and there's going to be tons of bugs. You have to wait for updates. You have to wait for... There's so much that can go wrong that keeps you from playing it. Mm-hmm. So it's what bugs me on with a lot of these Steam games when they want, like, like $30 to $60, $80. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to spend that on a game that I may or may not be able to play because of all these bugs and errors. Yeah. When I bought Skyrim, when it first came out, and, like, the disc, I bought, like, this bundle one kind of thing that had, like, the big poster and everything else. I paid $80 for this game. Oh, yeah. $80, $90 for this game. I was there on day one. Like, I had already pre-ordered it. I was there just to pick it up. If I'm going to spend a lot of money on a game, just like Hogwarts, spent, like, what was that, like $80, $90 on that game? When it came out, yeah, it was not cheap. If I'm going to spend that money, it's going to be a disc. Because... you guys already figured out the errors and it's on a freaking disc and not all this updates and bug fixes. If you're going to put it on a game that there's going to be bug fixes or online and constant updates, I ain't paying more than $20 for it because that's just how I am. If you want a lot of money, like, if you want the money, I'm going to put it on an actual disc and be able to have it, and hold on to it instead of, like, what if my account got compromised or deleted or whatever? I lost all that freaking money in all those games. Yep. Versus I spent all this money and I have disc games that I don't let my kids touch on certain ones because I don't want them scratched.
Yeah.
And I can still play my games. Yeah. So that's just what gets me. So I totally get that one. Like 100%. Like, you don't know if they're going to work on day one or not. And I've seen that happen with way too many games online as well too. But like, even some Xbox games, you know, when you pre-order them and they get released and you download them and there's still problems. And I can't see myself buying all these games for so much money to not know if it's going to work.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a problem. I mean, I guess also in the same line of that questioning, Barbecue Penguin on Twitter says early access. So on two fronts, I don't like, I mean, the early access, a company charging you an extra $20 to play a game 3 days early, I think is kind of greedy. Now, I won't say I've never done it, because I have, for like WWE games and stuff like that. But also, you know, early access, like the game Animal Kind is in early access right now, because I guess they're working the bugs out and stuff. So
I have several early access games right now on my Steam.
Yeah.
One of them, actually, I got an invitation from the makers to play the Vampire Blood Rising, whatever. I got an invitation to join that one, and so I joined it. So it is kind of like an early access, you know, because you're providing your feedback and stuff like that I can understand with that, because you're helping with, like, the optimizations of the game and things, you know, the gameplay.
Did you have to pay for it, though?
No.
Okay, see, that's fine.
So the Vampire one, no.
Yeah, that's fine, though.
They sent me the code, and, you know, so I could download and to do. But no, some of my early access ones, no, I'm not paid for.
Yeah, I think that's a better idea.
But, like, you know, because it's kind of like the demos. I did pay for the early access for the Animal Kind because I just genuinely really wanted it because he was, you know, a little corgi. And I actually, you know, we were playing it last night for a little bit because, you know, it came out and I stayed up kind of late playing it on my off night. And of course, he's the corgi, and I played around as a colored trash panda, you know, because you can play as a cat, raccoon, or, you know, Maggie, like a little corgi.
Well, I mean, you got to think maybe a lot of these grow in time. Like Fallout 76, when it first came out, was kind of buggy, and it had a lot of issues, but it's like a big, great game now. I love playing it. So maybe this one, like a year down the road, is going to be so much more than it is now.
Yeah, because I like when they do updates and you can, you know, kind of have different things. It's kind of like with Heartopia. They came out and they've already done, like, a My Little Pony. There was, like, a winter thing.
Yep.
Honestly, I haven't been on it in a few days, so if they've updated it since the My Little Pony, I haven't been on it.
There was an update, something, because it said we downloaded it, but I don't know what it was.
I haven't looked at it. I mean, the My Little Pony thing was cute, though.
Yeah.
But, like, I enjoy the add-on kind of stuff like that to keep it interesting and keep, you know, stories going and new items. Like, I see that. Like, I do like those. Like, I do think that's pretty cool, but I don't usually try to buy on the first day on stuff, and I need to get better at not doing it and let it fix itself. Yeah.
This one, I can't pronounce this name, but it's a comment from Instagram. I'll put it on the screen. Pay to win is the worst. I agree, especially with shooting games. I don't like people paying to have an advantage, because before you never had that, and it was much more fun back then. But I think being able to pay for an advantage in any game is unfair. The only difference I'll say is with, like, Fallout First. You can pay and you can, like, max out your stats and all that and get all the guns to do whatever you want them to do, but you do it in your private world and stuff, and we have our own little world where we do that, and that's fine. So we're paying to win with ourselves, but I don't like paying to win against, like, other people.
Well, I have the private world mostly just because I kind of like that I can go and I can fight all kinds of things, get the experience, and again, with the whole side quest thing of going and trying to find guns and plans and build and getting off tracked on, like, 10 billion different things on that game. I like being able to go and do it, and I have, like, the kind of no fall damage if I jump down, or, you know, where I can't die, because I just want to play the game, and I'm not really playing it at that moment when I'm in my own little private world to go and actually, like, kill the things. I'm usually in there because I'm trying to do other things, but then I'll jump back to the regular game if I actually want to go and, like, fight and, like, die and experience, you know. But if I'm doing something, different, and I just want to build up my base and do kind of like my own little world. I like that.
Some of these next ones kind of go together. This one from TikTok user with a bunch of numbers: the death of couch co-op, microtransactions, and AI. Thinrear from TikTok. Call of Duty, me and my buddy used to always play split screen. We tried to split screen on the latest 2 versions only to find out they did a half-assed job on the split screen, and it was always a hassle or glitchy as hell. And then Trevor from TikTok says AI. So to tackle these all at once, first, the death of couch co-op.
I agree.
It's, because you don't have your buddies all sitting together playing games anymore. And the only times I've seen it actually work was we played that A Way Out game, which was on one screen. It was a 2-player game, and we had to escape from this prison, and it kind of traded off back and forth.
Oh, I remember that. Like the yes.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, but they don't make any games like that anymore.
Or doesn't that It Takes Two?
It Takes Two is a similar experience as well. Yeah,
that's how.
That company, I think they're a Swedish company or something, makes a lot of those.
One of the newer games that I was just looking at. Oh, God. I just had it, too. That I was looking at. I don't know where I put my phone. I think I left it over there. Anyways, I'll find it and we can actually stick it up here if anything. Oh, look, he got it for me. There's one that I wanted to play and I've been seeing a lot of. It looks super cute, but you can, I think it's the same screen as well. I have this Steam thing on my phone too. It just tells you how much of a...
Is it that Split Fiction? I think that's the same people.
It was like the dark... It was dark, and you're like the little characters, and you had to try to get away from like the monsters kind of thing.
Reanimal.
Yeah, that's what it was. I want to play that one, and that looks really cute. Like you're on the same, like the same screen. At least it has that look where you can see each other. I don't know if that actually is, but I mean, I thought that was super cute.
Not a couch co-op game, but I miss when Call of Duty had like more co-op stuff to it. Like World at War, the campaign mode was co-op and it was so much fun, but they don't really do that as much anymore. I think the new Black Ops has it, but I didn't really want to play that one because it has monsters and all that stuff and it looks stupid. But like the old more grounded Call of Duty when it was more like serious, I liked the co-op mode in that. But that Reanimal looks like a lot of fun. I remember when that came out, I saw people putting up pictures of it and it looked so moody and atmospheric. Like it looked really cool. I'll have to add that to the wish list. I don't know how much that is or if it goes on sale.
I have it in there, so once I finish some of the ones that I'm doing that I'll buy and I'll try out, but I just haven't gotten it yet. It's on my list. I kind of go through and start from the top and make my way down. So I think it's like 4 or 5 on my list right now.
But yes, also microtransactions. I mean, good and bad. I mean, sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it can be a bit excessive. Like Fortnite, I don't think would exist without microtransactions.
Oh, no.
But sometimes it's okay if it's not overdone. AI, now, I don't know what they call it nowadays, but when I was a kid, or like a teenager, and you were playing Mortal Kombat, when you were playing the other characters, you called it playing the computer. Like, who are you playing? I'm playing the computer. Which I guess in a way is a form of AI because it's some kind of intelligence that's fighting against you. So
I don't see that as AI. I feel like that's more computer programmed to like a set sequence.
Yeah, I don't know. I know AI with the Crimson Desert game that just came out. Like I saw some people complaining that there was a painting in the game that they could tell was clearly AI. So I know
Heartopia is AI.
I can imagine a lot more modern games are going to be using AI because it helps with a lot of like the programming and stuff like that. So, but I think that will also land to a lot of error because AI isn't perfect. So it could lead to a lot more glitches and a lot of like messed up characters and all that. So I can't say all glitches are AI, but I think with a lot of games that are coming out now and in the future, a lot of the glitches you see is probably companies using AI. I don't know. I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but like the new Halo game, they said there's something like 1,000 NPCs in there that you can interact with or something like that. And somebody mentioned that it looked like a lot of the conversations you had with them are AI. I don't know if it's true or not, but I hope that companies don't lean on it too much because it can be kind of lazy if you do it too much.
Because it's the new it thing, they definitely will, I'm sure.
Yeah. This one, 38SZAD Naga from TikTok, and this is true. 24/7 access to developers through social media, which is true because I see people like bagging on game developers like all the time if they don't like a game. Like they'll go find their page and be like, "You suck."
Yeah,
and then
like that. That's kind of
a better example. He continues: a game maybe releases with some bugs, say day one of the release. Social media is flooded with every player trying to micromanage every decision, which does make sense because a lot of people were like, "Why'd they do this? This is stupid. Like, take this out." And I don't, and, you know, it's fine to be critical of games. Like, I do it all the time, but it's a lot more excessive now than it used to be.
But a lot of games have a Discord, and they have a whole thing about questions, concerns, you know, problems you see with the games, things you would like to see. There's a whole community usually for those games.
Yeah.
So that is where you should take it because the developers can see it, but you're not hounding them down all over their personal socials.
Yeah. I do like that a lot of games do that now. That they'll open up a Discord and let people. You see it a lot with Steam games, but that they'll let people come in and like give feedback and bug feedback and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. I think that's because you couldn't do that back in the day if Nintendo released Zelda and you couldn't get through a wall. Like you couldn't, you know, call up Nintendo and be like, fix this because you already had the cartridge. It was already out.
Yeah.
But now they can roll out an update if they need to, which is like every game has updates now. Even, I mean, you can't escape it anymore.
You buy an Xbox game, even if it's brand new, you know,
just
came out, it needs an update.
As soon as you install it.
And you can't play the game without doing the update. And I remember the old ones, you could choose, do I want to do an update right now or wait? No, I'm just going to keep playing it. And you still could. You could play your game without an update.
Yeah.
And it drives me crazy sometimes because I'll be like, oh my god, I really want to play this game. Come home and it's like, oh, you have this ginormous...
like 20 gig update.
And I'm like, God, I'm going to be sitting here forever. It's going to be tomorrow before I can... And we have good internet. Yeah. Like, it's going to be tomorrow before I can even play this. So I just bought it. I'm so excited to play it and I can't touch it.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, we'll go to bed.
Like, let me at least...
pick it up later.
Start it.
Yeah, for real.
Give it, like... You know, but I guess at the same time, I can't say, like, let me start it because everybody starts a game at a different time.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I find it a little frustrating sometimes because I'm like, damn it, like...
And a lot of times whenever you have to do a game update at the same time, like PlayStation's bad about this, like you'll have to do a console update, and then you have to do a controller firmware update, and then you want to play the game and you have to update the game, and it's like, I'm out, screw it. I'm playing on my Xbox. Or I'll play on my Steam machine. Like, I'm good.
Do you not update your Xbox controller software?
I don't think I have. I don't know. I rarely do it on my PlayStation. Like, I usually skip it, and I'm like, next one. Skip. It's fine.
I do every now and then, but not as often as I should, probably.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to update and it's going to turn into a new controller. It's still going to go up and down and push buttons.
It's not going to turn into a little transformer, and it's like, Optimus controller, turn into...
Yeah, it doesn't update. It's not that cool. Like, come on. It's not going to do any of that. So, I think that about wraps it up for us. Thank you for tuning in. And to end this show, I have some special footage from several days ago where we took her to an animatronic dinosaur park. Now for your moment of zen, you can watch her looking at animatronic dinosaurs, and we'll see you next time. We're going to do something a little bit different. Let's test her fear of dinosaurs. Here we go. Let's see if she survives. All right, go get right up there next to it. Go say hi. That's your friend right there.
No.
The T-Rex wants to meet you.